Okay, all right, so the KOFXS pre-course RSAI strategy, or the pre-course to the RSAI strategy. Okay, the last strategy we'll ever need. This is going to be part 2. We'll get into it right away. It's not changing. Okay, the harmonic RSAI strategy. Okay, we will not go into the basics of harmonics. Remember, I'm not going to be too basic. That would take too long. Okay, how to draw them. But there are plenty of tools available. The TradingView website and other apps that are available. The quick search engine. Key concept I want you to remember: the all harmonics get filled with the price movements each and every time, bullish or bearish. It doesn't matter which. This is just half of the full strategy I will teach you. Well, it's not even half actually, but this is like an introductory, of course. We will now get into the how of what to do whenever you see a harmonic. We'll just go over the traditional harmonic part of it, and then when you get the RSAI Blueprint Strategy course, then you'll get the whole kit and caboodle and be able to trade on your own. We also have a signal service for those of you who would just like to receive signals. Right now, we are at about 30 members or so since starting it just about 3 months ago, maybe 2-3 months ago, for the opening it on YouTube, that is, before I just would kind of just teach one person here or there. But anyway, having said that, you must get the pre-course, and in order to really trade well, you'll have to get the full course. This will at least get you started, and some things that you can use that will give you a little boost on your trading. To have the return that I'm having, you're going to have to get the full course, making thousands of pips per month. So I can help you with that. Make sure you get in touch with me, okay? Now, where was I? In order to really, let's see, you will go into the how whenever you see either a harmonic alert in our Telegram, or find them in the chart. What to think and how to think. Different types of scenarios and breakdowns. In order to really trade well, you must learn the other strategy that combines to this one to create the ultimate profit-making strategy. The full strategy will be enough to keep your account making millions in profits. I call this the Harmonic RSAI strategy. Example, okay, we have to start with the foundation of the strategy, which is on harmonics. Typically, a harmonic alert might appear something like this. EuroCAD H4, bullish max Gartley, open, stop, target 1, 2, and 3. Tools of the trade. What will always be in the back of your mind of the trade is the currency strength meter, pip calculator, cashback at Forex.com, TradingView chart, following all the rules that led me to 9-day no loss trading win streaks, 30 trades with 0 losses. If you break the rules, you will be exposing yourself to increased risk. The harmonic rules I've developed and modified, changed and simplified to allow you to easily be able to follow my winning habits and steer you away from losing habits you may currently have, to make you a better trader than ever before. I love offering freebies to others, but the issue with freebies is now that no one values them. They do not know any good free advice out there. In order for me to teach and to reach the most eyeballs, I must require commitment of some sort. So those who study and take it seriously will be committed enough to put these rules into practice. Half-assing it will not work. You might lose all of your money if you do not take this seriously. Okay, I have students, my best student, he's made about 450% return in the last 3 weeks. Now, I'm always available to those with questions. You reach me on Telegram, Aaron_Truth. First mention the course so I know you're not a spammer. If I think you are a spammer, I might block you by mistake, and make sure you mention the course right away so I know who you are.
Connect One Forex Signal Services allows traders to take advantage of market trends to grow smaller accounts into larger accounts. No need to rush to capture a 50, 100, or 150 pip signal, because KOFXS signals are between 200 and 1200 pips. Here's how it works. When you look at the signal, it'll have an open price, a stop loss, and a target, with additional information about risk-return ratio, potential pips, and explainer video for the trade. If the trade gets stopped out, you can either wait for it to return to the open price, or you can take a second signal that's going to have an even greater return with the same target price. Our special strategy for calculating price targets is what separates us from other services out there. Take advantage of large trend movements and start on your way to success with KOFXS Group. For more details, visit our website or join our Telegram channel for a free trial.
Okay, the Harmonic Alerts app. I do not say that you should only follow the Telegram Alerts app and the services it will find for you. I like to use the Google Play Store app and Android that sends me alerts and the patterns to develop. Sometimes it catches patterns that we may not catch. I also use this Harmonic App. They charge a fee of around $24 a month. I believe in doing they're doing an amazing job at tracking a lot of patterns, and I give it a 5-star rating. How to trade them? They do teach, I believe. I'm not sure. You can check it if you can. Many times these alerts can take up to 3 days. They hit their targets. You must either type or write them down to keep track. It's a lot of work to do it that way, so I had to make another service in order to take the work away, where I did a lot of the work, and take that away, so that you didn't have to do a lot of that work. Yeah, I'll also provide a link for you down below. So once inside the Harmonic app, you're going to find a menu selection to the top right side. Select one that says Monitor. This will open up in a page of data sections separated going across the screen. Symbol, pattern, time frame, status, date, reward, risk. Now, our reward risk ratios are much higher than the ones you're going to find on the app. The highest ones I've seen on the app were about 4.3 possibly. But most of them are around 2, 3, possibly 3. Within our trading services, our risk reaches highest ever on gold with 111 times our risk. So our reward was 111 times our risk, but average is usually around 15, about 15 times. Okay. Now inside of that app, at the top of the settings, you'll also make sure you will see the selections for the investment products, asset class you wish to scan, such as Forex metals, indices, futures, etc. Here I select Forex, then I select the H1 and A4 pattern status. I hit complete. Under the pattern, I select harmonics: bat, cipher, butterfly, shark, alternate bat, Gartley crab, and the deep crab. The other types of patterns is Max Gartley, the strong Henry David, three drives, the total, Cole Peruchik, Shark 2, the 5-0, new cipher, Max Butterfly, Shark 1, etc. Just to name a few. Now, so we're going to narrow down your selection. Be careful to narrow down your selection so you do not confuse yourself. Try to find the alert pattern that is at the open price or behind it, not just past it. For example, you may see an alert and then notice the price is already traded through the opening price and is headed towards profit targets. Do not get into the trade. Either look for a setup or wait for it to return to the opening price. Often they do, as many as 3 to 8 times. This is what I love about Forex. It states has prices that stay in a range for a long time and bounce back and forth, unlike stock that can leave price in an area and never return back to those levels again. They are much harder to predict. With all rewards equal, would you rather trade an easy asset or a difficult one? I'll take the easy one each and every time. You know, the low-hanging fruit.
Connect One Forex Signal Services allows traders to take advantage of market trends to grow smaller accounts into larger accounts. No need to rush to capture a 50, 100, or 150 pip signal, because KOFXS signals are between 200 and 1200 pips. Here's how it works. When you look at the signal, it'll have an open price, a stop loss, and a target, with additional information about risk-return ratio, potential pips, and explainer video for the trade. If the trade gets stopped out, you can either wait for it to return to the open price, or you can take a second signal that's going to have an even greater return with the same target price. Our special strategy for calculating price targets is what separates us from other services out there. Take advantage of large trend movements and start on your way to success with KOFXS Group. For more details, visit our website or join our Telegram channel for a free trial.
It's going to be better. Less stress. So, the power of failed patterns. And once you have an idea for what patterns are completing and which are failing, you want to know how to specifically search for the failed pattern. These pattern alerts that broke the stop loss, price, and traded away from our targets. These can be like digging for gold, because when you find one, it can be a nice payday, because it can give you between 150 300 pips quickly. In fact, I've even traded pattern that was giving me 2,137 pips. I'm still shorting it to this day. This is the time of this writing. Huge returns on profits, 60,000 on a $90,000 account. Now, my update where my account is now is at $450,000. Now, tell me, which would you rather have? An easy asset class to trade or more difficult stocks that have all sorts of news and social attachments? Forex is purely pattern-based. I do not care what anyone tells you. Once you see the rest of what I will show you, you will be absolutely convinced that harmonics are the control of all the price action. The news and the social is even harmonic as well. So now in the next section, if we go into part 3, we will go into more of the trading aspect and behaviors that must employ to make your account grow like weeds in a grassy yard. When you get done with the course, with this pre-course, you will have an arsenal of techniques that will always keep you armed and ready to tackle every trading day and every scenario at any given moment. I developed this to fulfill the gaps and the lack of what is happening now opportunities, so that I can make the most of my time. The setups I will show you will allow you to scan the market and identify quickly a possible high probability trade setup opening for you live on the chart. I only trade high probability trades. If I see a setup that I do not really understand what's going on at that chart, I will not force the trade. Never ever force a trade. That leads to unnecessary losses for you. It's not worth it. Find the setup that are gimmies only. So next, we'll demonstrate how to set up the app by showing the actual app itself. I think this will help you a little more. I'll see you on the next video.